guys, so it is Sunday the 18th of February, and this week's task, let me just turn that down, was a warm-up session. Thank you to Andy. That's great. It's I just hope it's made some of you think. What do you do as a warm-up? It doesn't have to be the same thing all the time. My warm-up certainly is not the same thing. It really depends on what it is that I'm practicing that particular day. So sometimes it'll be scales, sometimes it might be a high fingering exercise. Like at the moment in my lessons, I'm working on top F sharp, that lovely note that as flute players we all love. So I've been finding lots of things that have got top F sharps in them. Also, I've been working on some harmonics because one of my pieces has got a section on harmonics. So being able to pitch them straight from the off. What else have I been doing? Some octaves work, all sorts. So I'm just going to record a few bits and bobs. I will pause in between. So it might just be a bit stop-starty, but I don't want to record everything. And just kind of show you some of the things that I do. Obviously my warm-ups are a lot different to yours due to the kind of stuff that I play. And then also if I'm practicing for the Etude of the Week group or the Solo of the Month, then I will often warm up or use one of those pieces as a little bit of a warm-up as well, which is what I will do. So here is just some octaves, and then I'll probably do some harmonics. I might do a few scales. So here is a couple of octave things that you can kind of see what I do. I also, by the way, in case you can hear the TV, I also leave the TV on in the background because it's good practice as a performer for me, being able to play over the top of other things, so that if I'm performing and there's somebody in the audience that's talking, it may be a gig where people talk, they're not there to just listen. It's quite a useful thing because it means that you don't get distracted. So you kind of get used to doing it, so it's no big thing in the end. But anyway, here's some octaves. Octaves at all. I didn't mean octaves. It's based on Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It's just intervals, and there's two whole pages of those. So I just picked bits out. So the first one was obviously the top F sharp. So that's that one. Let me pause and come back to you. So then I will do part of a daily scales exercise. I'll only do a few lines of it. So I'm working particularly on my high notes at the moment because I'm spending a lot of time in the gods, in my high notes. There we go. It's always B. It's always A and B, top A and B that get me. So that's that little snippet. And I've also come across some fantastic harmonics exercises. Again, it's all by the same person, all free of charge on Facebook and his webpage, Gasper Hoyos, I think. So this is a harmonics exercise. Oh yeah. No. So with harmonics, for those of you that don't play flute, these are harmonics. So can you see you've got a little circle above certain notes? So that means that if you finger a certain pitch, so most of these are based around a low C, but then you can overblow and get harmonics, which are not that easy to do, as I've just demonstrated. So that's something that I'm working on. And then perhaps last is one of the Latin things that I've been working on for the Etude of the Week group. Now this is 4 pages long. I'm not going to subject you to 4 pages. I'm just going to try the last little bit, but it moves through every key. So 3 flats, 1 flat, 6 flats, lovely. And then it finishes up in 4 flats and 3 flats. Goes through all the sharp keys as well. But there we go. So I'll let it run and pick it up. Oh. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Right, okay, there we are. It's gone back a bit further than I thought. I've only played that a couple of times. Let me show you what it looks like. So, sorry if the camera wobbles. Ta-da! So it's and there's loads of accidentals as well. So I was attempting to play that end bit, but I've literally played through maybe the whole thing once and one and a bit times. So yeah, that's just mix up your warm-up sessions. Doesn't have to be anything spectacular, but do lots of different stuff, and just have some fun. You know, do some sight reading for a warm-up session, do some long notes, do some work with your metronome. Just mix it up and keep it interesting. Next week, let me just check what next week is. Bear with. Next week is a one-take warts and all video. So that'll be interesting. I've obviously got a show next week, so I'll have to think of something suitable to do. And I know it's half term for some, so take care, and I will look forward to seeing you all soon.
Right, Andy here. Warm-up routine, short, using some scales, and I'm trying it with headphones now because the Trinity requires a minimum tempo. So see how we get on. C major, obviously. Try E major. Have to make a mess of it. I can't play it. Okay, that's it.